How much blood, how many tears will be shed, even this fleeting life, in this world of inequalities? I must show them that there is justice. Even if these hands and these feet are shorn off by the rough waves, I will not fail to protect the lives of innocent citizens.
Captain T-Bone is a very necessary character to get a full picture of the moral ideas of One Piece. He is a counter to some of One Piece's foremost ideas, an argument presented at the perfect time. But for those reasons, he had to die. This is a story of Captain Ship Slasher T-Bone. Let's start at the beginning. T-Bone was first introduced in chapter 365, with his Oda box and full character revealed in the next chapter, 366. His introduction was perfectly timed for the points his character made. He is a necessary part of the Water 7 and Enies Lobby saga. Water 7 was a major turning point in One Piece. Not just because we saw the emotional heights a story could go to, but because it was here that we were first faced with the true villain of One Piece. It was Enies Lobby that we knew the world government was the underlying evil in this world. Before Water 7, we were always given the impression that the Navy was good. On the whole, pirates were evil. Pirates like Buggy, Kuro, Krieg, and Arlong would terrorize towns and kill innocents. Good pirates like Luffy or Shanks were exceptionally rare. While there were a couple of corrupt marines, like Captain Morgan and Nozumi, most of them were good people. Most of the marines cared about the lives of people. They had chosen to be in the Navy out of a desire to do good in the world. People like Kobe, Smoker, and that guy at Shellstown are all people trying to defeat pirates and make the world a better place. Even just before we head into Water 7, the story gives us a reminder of this. Luffy and Tonjit tell us that the Navy are the good guys in this world.
Water 7 tears through that lie. Throughout the course of Water 7, we are slowly shown the true corruption at the heart of the world government. Though they put on a nice face, they are no better than pirates. They have no misgivings about killing innocent civilians to get what they want. They will annihilate entire islands to keep their true nature secret. And to cap it all off, the entire conflict of Water 7 is centered around something that only has the potential to be a danger for this world government. They will do anything to stay in power. And Water 7 is the first arc that shows this. It's in this environment that we meet Captain T-Bone. He's introduced as a kind person. Unlike the world government, he actually is this kind and self-sacrificing. He's a man who is trying to improve the world. He's a Marine who joined the Navy so he could protect civilians. He is probably the nicest person in One Piece. So why is T-Bone introduced here? T-Bone is a reminder that there are still good people in the Navy. While the world government is a disguised dictatorship, many members of the Navy are still good people. They're people who want to make the world a better place. The true nature of the world government doesn't change the fact that Marines like Smoker and Kobe are still good people. So in an arc that was all about showcasing the true evil of the world government, Captain T-Bone is a reminder that there is still good in the Marines. And this is why he shows up again in Marineford. Marineford is similar to Enies Lobby. We are naturally supporting Luffy, and he wants to save Ace. The Marines trying to execute Ace based on only his heritage and action so shows the reader their evilness again. We are rooting for the Whitebeard Pirates to win the Paramount War. They are our heroes, and the Marines are our villains. But things are never this black and white. Just like the real world, the One Piece world is not just black and white. If the Marines were to be destroyed here, what would happen? The world would fall into chaos and destruction under pirates. Most of the evil in the One Piece world is caused by pirates. Pirates like Charlotte Linlin and Kaido destroy islands, just like the world government destroyed O'Hara. While it is in no means perfect, it is a necessary evil in the One Piece world. Its existence is better than the alternative. This is spelled out to us in Hannibal Down. Hannibal gives a speech on the necessity of the great underwater prison. Were you allowed to roam the seas again, law-abiding citizens would live in fear for their loved ones. They couldn't sleep at night. This prison was constructed as a warehouse for scum like you so that decent people could live in peace. Just like the Marines in the world government. At this point in time, the existence of Impel Down was better than the alternative. But this is hard to see while reading. We're cheering for the Whitebeard Pirates. So T-Bone shows up again at Marineford and reminds us that overall, the Navy is a good force. He reminds us that most of the time, Marines do improve the world. The Navy is a necessary force to keep the balance in the world. Again in Marineford, T-Bone returns to remind the reader that the Marines are ultimately a force for good in the One Piece world. Wherever he is, T-Bone serves as a reminder to the reader that the Marines are made up of people who want to do good in the world. He reminds us that the Navy is a necessary force. The existence of this organization is better than the alternative. That isn't the only way T-Bone counters the themes of One Piece. It would be a fair argument to say that the biggest theme in One Piece is dreaming big. One Piece really pushes big dreams. If you want an example of this, Skypiea is a great example of One Piece pushing the big dream agenda. People who mock dreams like Bellamy are defeated. Luffy and Cricket are rewarded for the story by chasing their big, unrealistic dreams like the Sky Island. Another piece of evidence is that each of the Straw Hats all have unrealistically lofty goals. Luffy wants to be Pirate King, Sanji wants to discover the All Blue. There isn't even a particularly amazing reason for this, just a childhood desire to prove the doubters wrong. Nami wants to draw a map of the world. These goals may not be reasonable, yet One Piece incites its characters to achieve them and to dream big. In One Piece, the larger your dream and the stronger your drive to achieve it, the stronger you are. Haki literally translates to ambition or willpower. Characters like Luffy and Blackbeard are able to push through the world because their dreams are so big. Big Mom is so strong because of her childlike, yet incredible determination to get what she wants. One Piece rewards its characters for dreaming big. It's clear that dreams are one of One Piece's biggest themes. I'm not trying to say that dreaming big is bad or that One Piece is wrong in its messaging, just that One Piece only usually offers one side of the argument. Until T-Bone arrived. You might have noticed that it seems that T-Bone does have a dream. He wants to make the world peaceful and kind. However, he isn't trying to achieve this dream in the traditional One Piece way. He's not taking huge leaps of faith. He is striving to achieve his dream in an everyday, mundane way. He isn't beating up emperors to improve the world. Instead, he is doing 100 good deeds a day. He is down to earth. He's just doing what he can. While it seems that One Piece is an advocate for larger-than-life aspirations and dreaming unreasonably big, T-Bone is the character just doing his best to change the world in the little, everyday, mundane things. That's not to say that T-Bone is perfect. His major flaw is that he can't see the bigger picture. He can't see the true corruption of the world government. He still trusts them. It seems that being able to perceive the larger picture and see the true state of the world is a very important quality to One Piece. Marines like Fujitora, Smoker, and Aokichi are respected by the story for being able to understand that they don't serve an organization with fundamentally good intentions. They have noticed that the Admiral's major duty is the Celestial Dragons above any other citizen. They have noticed that they do not carry out true justice, rather absolute justice. They have noticed and doubted. T-Bone has not noticed. And this is why T-Bone needed to die. Let me explain. Soon the final war will be upon us. This will be the world government against Luffy and his allies. When this happens, the world government will need to show its true colors. This is a recurring theme for One Piece. For instance, before the battle against Doflamingo started, first Doflamingo had to show Rosa what he was truly like. Again in Skypiea, before Kami Eneru is defeated, the Sky People are made aware of his plan to eradicate them all. Now with talk of a great cleansing and the destruction of Lulusia Kingdom, it seems that the world government will no longer be hiding their true colors. Before they kept genocides relatively infrequent, yet it seems now they are figuring out that the enemies are growing into their potential. Emu has selected 4 people who are a danger to them. Soon the world government will retaliate. Soon the world government will be pushed into a corner. Soon they will have to reveal their true colors. Just like Eneru and Doflamingo before them, the world government will have to show the world its true nature before the real battle against them can begin. Then we will enter a time when you're either for the world government or against. Unlike before, there will be no good Marines. Organizations like SWORD will be open to members in the Marines who follow their own sense of justice more than they follow orders. Slowly, Marines like Smoker, Kobe, and Fujitora will realize that the world government is a danger to the lives of innocent citizens. Just like Aokiji, they will turn away from the Navy and the world government. Only Marines who are naturally villainous, like Ryogoku, Kizaru, and Sakazuki, will remain with the world government. The world government will push its ideals to the extreme, and the choice to follow or dissent will decide whether a Marine is a hero or a villain. No longer will the world government be a necessary evil. Now there is only black and white. The world government will be villains, and Luffy and his allies will be heroes. And so I bring this back to the death of T-Bone. He is a very, very good and a very, very kind person, yet he blindly follows orders. Unlike Fujitora, he will attack a pirate just for being a pirate. He will still believe that the world government is a force for good in this world. In the end, he will be a good man on the wrong side with no redemption. And so he needed to die. In the final stretch of the story, there will only be evil Marines. There is no room for a good man on the wrong side. That is why T-Bone had to die. The death of T-Bone is the beginning of the end. The death of T-Bone is the catalyst that starts the true conflict of One Piece. The death of T-Bone is the moment that the world government is no longer a necessary force, but an absolute evil. On a personal note, T-Bone inspires me. Maybe I can't change the world. Maybe I can't kill cancer. But I can push myself to do the best in the little things. I can smile at a stranger. Little by little, I can make the world a better place. And that is the importance of T-Bone. By the way, T-Bone is one of my favorite characters. I just like to ask myself, what would my world be like if just 10% of people were like T-Bone? Also, doesn't he look adorable here? Kakitiano, God bless.